Hello everybody, and welcome to UFRL Tier 2, Round 9. So we are here at the Texas Grand Prix here at the COTA circuit. We've got quite a lot on track, almost a full grid today, so should hopefully give us a nice, interesting race for today. Apologies, it has been quite a few weeks since I've done comms, but I will do my best to keep up. I'm just going to get the data up. Let's have a look. Okay. Right, so we'll just wait for the first car to come out on track, which looks like it could be a McLaren coming out right there. Of Batman, which it is, so Batman will be the first driver out on track to set a lap time for us today at COTA here in Texas. His teammate Bevan unfortunately has a race ban, so he will be on his own for the race. So we'll have to see how he can do on his own today, as he's shortly followed by a Aston Martin car there. So it's going to be either Pax or Jar Jar. It is Pax, and Woody to follow suit as well. So we'll stick on with Batman at the moment, as he's the first to set a lap time for us, and then we'll switch to, I believe it was Pax behind, yep, and then, was it Woody we say? No, sorry, Free Range Eggs did actually get out before Woody, so Free Range will be the third, but we will go back to Batman. So, Tier 3 champion from last season, we'll see how he does for this race, as I know he's got a lot of pace in him, so hopefully should be able to set some good times. We have a lot of fast drivers in this tier, so plenty of battling upcoming. I'm just going to get the stream up if anyone wants to jump in and say hello. Please feel free. There's quite a lot of cars on the track now, so I'll try my best to keep up with everything going on. Common Alpine says Deck, hello Deck, and come on Megan Fox, what a talent. I don't think she's racing tonight, but we'll see if we can get her for the next race, as Batman now starting a lap. So let's see how he does as he comes up to turn 1, keeping it nice and tight around the apex, using a lot of the track there, which is good as he comes through the S's, keeping it nice and tight across them curbs there, being careful not to invalidate as he's coming through these sectors now. A little bit tricky around here sometimes, and it can be a little slippy. I've struggled myself a few times before, but he's come out nice and cleanly there as he's coming around now to the main straight, as Free Range Eggs has retired. Not too sure what's happened there, because I didn't see whether he actually got round to do one lap before he retired, so if he's retired straight in pits, that might be a bad mistake from him there, because I don't know if his setup will have saved. As Batman now coming round the last sector of the track. 2 more turns left before he crosses the line to set his first time. What will it be as he comes around the last corner to cross the line? And it's going to be a 1:33 for Batman. I believe the next driver was Pax, as he's coming to the pits as he's invalidated. So the next driver, I believe, was Hybrid, who's on an oh no, sorry, it's Woody. As Woody crosses the line with a 1:32, so he goes ahead of Batman, putting himself on provisional pole. Rest of the drivers still yet to set a time as well, so we'll have to see. As next driver to cross the line is going to be Bam, as he slots himself just behind Woody there, about 8/10 off, is that? No, it's a bit more than that, sorry. Yeah, Woody, the only one into the 132s at the moment, as Tesco Medios there betters it, and gets 1/10 quicker than Woody, putting himself on provisional pole. So good lap from Tesco there, as we've now got Adam the Sweet coming around the last corner, seeing where he can place himself up. 4 times up at the moment. Yellow flags as he sets a 1:35, a little bit slower than the other drivers there, unfortunately for Adam there, but he will be definitely looking to set another time, as we've got it was a driver just crossed the line, but I think he had invalidated, so we will go to the next driver, which is going to be King Luke, Adam the Sweet's teammate here, as he has a little bit of a wobble coming out of there. Puts himself just in front of his teammate there with a 1:33.7. So 5th and 6th for the Haas drivers there, as I think that's Batman coming back in there, as we do have F1 Hack there setting a purple sector 1, I believe. So we'll keep an eye out for his time when he comes towards the finish line, to see what time he sets, as we'll switch to KL39 as he's coming around now the last corner, see what time he gets, puts himself into 3rd, a 1:32.9, the 3rd driver to get into the threshold of the 1:32s. So good luck from him now. Hybrid to cross the line, a 1:38, so probably just a 1 lap for him there. Woody coming into the pits there. We do have, I believe, a Mercedes coming around. That is Bam, sorry, no, he's going into the pits. We do have a Ferrari. Is that Tesco is coming in as well? I do apologise. As we'll come back to Hack, as he's going to be the next one to set time. He did set that purple sector 1 time, so we'll see where he can place himself coming around the last corner now to cross the line. Hack putting himself onto pole with a 1:32.3, so very close margins for these top 2 drivers here at the moment there, within thousandths of a second between each other. As we've got now Moody crossing the line, 1:39 warm-up lap, I believe. We'll cut down Stepney Luke, who puts himself up to 4th position, 1:32, so a lot of drivers now starting to hit that 1:32 mark. So that is looking like the area, the margin for the times we're going to get here, as we've got Pax just about on his out lap, so he's just about to start his flying lap now. Still yet to set a time, as we've got it's KL coming into the pits, so we've got the kick coming round of Hybrid as he's coming to the pits as well. And oh, accidentally hits the pit wall coming in as well, so Jar Jar, Jar Jar, however you want to say it, just starting his out lap now. So let's have a look at the next driver to set a lap time, as F1 Hack has invalidated, but he is, I believe, on an in lap, so it doesn't matter too much. Is Adam the Sweet on a lap currently? As it does look like he is, as he comes around the last corner. Can he improve on that time he's got there? And he does not improve. He actually goes 7/10 slow, unfortunately for him, so he will have to try again if he wants to improve that, as Moody crosses the line. Does go up 2 positions, 1:34.1 for the driver. As we've got Destroyer Drac now coming around the last corner to cross the line. What time will he get? A 1:32.4, putting himself into 4th position, just 3 positions behind his teammate there, so not bad from the Alpine drivers so far, both from the top 5 at the moment. As we'll cut across to Pax now. Very quick driver, I know I've raced against him last season. What can he get? He gets a 1:33, putting himself into 8th position, followed by, I believe that was the kick of Woody. Was he just starting a lap? As yellow flags, that's just Pax moving out the way. So we'll go to, Bam just starting a lap. Few starting a lap. We've got an Aston Martin there of Jar Jar coming around now, as he gets a 1:33.4, putting himself into 7th position, so not a bad run from Yaya there. As we come to Adam the Sweet now, is he on another lap, or is he, looks like he's, I know he just set a lap time, so I'm assuming he'll probably be coming into the pits for some more tyres, as he has invalidated. Is anyone on a flying lap right now? Looks like he might be using battery, so he might be on a lap here, so we'll keep an eye on him. No, he's going to miss. We've got Ferrari coming around now. It is... It's not Tuscany, so it must be his teammate William, so let's see. As no, he's just on an out lap. So we've got a kick coming around. Is that Woody? Woody about to set a lap time, so let's have a look as he comes across. As Woody now putting himself on pole position with a 1:32.1, so fantastic lap from Woody there to put himself onto provisional pole for the time being. We'll see if anyone can beat that, see if anyone is going for the 1:32 flat, as Bam does improve, gets himself up one position there. Hybrid just about to start a lap, so we'll keep an eye out for that. Stepney Luke also on a lap as well, so we'll stick with Willie as he's the last driver to set a lap. It looks like Baker Gaming and Free Range Eggs are both on engine penalties, so we'll stick with William and see where he can put himself. William, very fast driver for Tier 2. I think it was last season he was contending for the win, or it might have been the season before. As he does set a purple sector 2, so absolutely flying on this lap for Willie. We'll see what he can get when he reaches the end. Keeping it nice and tight around that apex there. Around the last two corners now. We will see what time he can put as he crosses the line to put himself in 7th. 1:33, so not as quick as I was expecting, but he's got still got some time to set a lap time as of yet. He's want to try and get a bit closer to his teammate at Tesco Meal Deals, as we've got, not too sure what he was doing there, but we move on. Bam invalidated, so he'll be coming into the pits. We'll look at Hybrid as he's coming around the last corner now, looking to improve on his time, and he does, puts himself up into 9th place, 1:33.2 for Hybrid, so puts himself up quite a lot of positions there with that lap time, much better than the last one he had set previously. As we've got Batman coming into the pits, along with the S Martin of, I think it was Jar Jar or Pax, I'm not too sure. Just trying to find who that driver is there coming around now. It is Stepney Luke. So is he currently on a flying lap? It looks like it, as he sends it around that corner there. Coming up to the last corner now to set a lap time, looking to improve. Can he improve? 5th place currently. And he doesn't improve, unfortunately, for him. He was actually about 8,000ths of a second slower on that lap time, unfortunately for him, so we'll have to look at going again if he wants to improve. As we've got Tesco Meal Deals, we've just seen Willie do his lap. Looks like Tesco Meal Deals is on a lap now, looking to improve. As we've got a kick driver coming round of Hybrid, so we'll see how I think he's just on a warm-up lap. He's still got all of his battery there, so he'll just be looking to do a quicker time, as Stepney Luke has invalidated now, so he won't be improving this lap, unfortunately for him. So we'll cut across to Moody, who is potentially on a lap here, using up a lot of his battery coming down this main straight, which leaves him not a lot of battery left. How much does he have? 10% battery for the rest of the lap, so we'll have to see. So he does invalidate anyways, unfortunately for the Red Bull driver there. Looks a little bit tight margin. We'll cut across to Tesco Meal Deals now. Is he on a lap? Potentially. I might be Getting ready to come in, I'm not too sure. And it comes into the pits, so not on a lap. Next we've got King Luke, who's on the night lap, so he'll be the first set a lap time. We've got 4 drivers out on track currently. All looking to improve on their time. Sorry, 5 drivers out on lap. So King Luke will be next to set a time. The rest of the people in the pits in a moment. 2 minutes and a half left for the drivers. So we shall see who will come out for one last run to try and improve on their times. At the minute though, Woody still sitting on pole position currently, provisional pole, 2/10 of a second quicker than the other guys, as King Luke now absolutely flying, set purple sector 1 there, so we'll stay on board with King Luke and see what time he can get, see where he can put himself up to with his current lap time. I mean, he's currently 14th at the minute, so purple sector 1 should hopefully pop him up quite far up the grid. We shall see. As yeah, all the drivers now coming out of the pits to set one more lap, so we're gonna could have quite a lot of changes coming through on these next couple of laps. As King Luke now coming round the last corners of Sector 3, 2 sets. His final lap time, what will it be for the Haas driver? As here he comes now around the last corner to cross the line. And it's going to be a 1:32.8, putting himself into 6th position. So massive improvements there from the driver. I believe the next driver to cross the line is going to be outlap. Is it one of the kicks? No. I think it might be. Yeah, about to set a lap time, so we'll stay on with him for the time being. As here he comes now through the last corner. A few cars in the way, so hopefully they won't get in the way too much of his lap, but let's see as he does improve up into 8th for him. A 33 dead for the driver. As next to cross the line, who's it going to be? I don't know. We've got a lot of drivers out here at the minute, so Batman, is he be able to set a time? As he does improve by 1 position, but that is it for him. So the next driver to set a lap time is going to be KO39. Around the last corner there, try not to invalidate really. I'm struggling to keep it on track there, but manages it a little wide. Coming on that entrance there for KL19. He does go up to 4th though, so he does improve. So good luck from him there. Unfortunately, F1 Hack has invalidated, so the next driver is going to be King Luke, is also coming in as well, has backed out of that, so we will cut to Bam, who's going to be the next driver, followed by Hybrid. Bam coming around the last corners now. Bam crossing the line. And he doesn't improve, unfortunately, for Bam. Will go over to Hybrid. Will he improve from 12th? As he goes a little bit wide coming out of there. Doesn't improve either, as Stepney Luke has put himself up into 2nd with that lap time. Drac unfortunately has invalidated, so he won't improve. Salty Stevens also invalidated as well, so he won't be improving either. Tesco Meals can he get up to pole or onto the top podium starting position, as it looks like he just pulls to the side and doesn't improve. So Yaya has invalidated, and Pack's coming into the pits as well, so we will look at Woody, who has come into the pits as well, invalidated. A lot of drivers invalidated, maybe pushing a bit too hard on these last laps. Moody also invalidating. Batman invalidating. I think everyone's just invalidated on these last runs, so I think that's it for everyone. Yep, I believe that everyone has crossed the line, and that is it. So Woody will be starting on pole, followed by Stepney Luke, then followed by F1 Hacks, followed by Tesco Meal Deals, KL39, Drac, King Luke, Yaya, Willie, and Pax to start off your top 10. And then Salty Stevens, Hybrid, I Am Batman, Bam, Moody, Adam Sweet, and then Bakey Gaming at Free Range at the back, as they are on engine penalties, I believe. So that is qualifying for the race. Woody with a fantastic lap there. Stepney Luke did get really close to beating them, but just not enough, 3 thousandths of a second behind. So Woody will be provisional pole for the race. Yeah, fantastic. I mean, some very, very quick times from the drivers there. Not too far. Not too much of a difference between P1 and P6, to be honest. Only a couple attempts between it, so could be a very interesting race, as we now will have a 5-minute break before the race starts for the drivers to just have a little quick break before the race. I believe the go time is 29 minutes past 8, so we will be back then for the race start. So, I believe we've got 1 minute left until the race starts, and it looks like a wet one. So, will there be carnage, or will the drivers manage to hold out in the rain? I don't know if it's going to be raining the whole race, or whether we'll get a dry spell later on, but it's definitely going to be a very interesting start to this race. It looks very wet. So will people opt for the wet tyres, or is it not wet enough for them? I mean, I know they've not been great when I've used them before, so I'm assuming majority is going to be on intermediates. As Yaya says, stupid wet track, suck footballs. Okay. I mean, you gotta have a pretty big mouth to suck on footballs, but I'm sure you could manage it, Yaya. As if there's anyone else watching on the stream now, do feel free to say hello. We don't bite unless we're asked to, as I believe we are at a time now to ready up, so the drivers should be preparing to start the race any second now. As I think should be ready up any second now, unless they've all decided to go on a weather strike. Ah, here we go, as we got the 5 red lights here at the COTA GP here in Texas, and it is away they go, pulling off from the start. Woody taking the lead, a bit of a scramble going on towards the mid-pack there, a few cars going wide. Woody managing to retain the lead at the moment. Stepney Luke under attack from from Hack there, with his teammate Drac just behind. Few changes towards the back as well at the minute. Looks fairly clean from all the drivers at the moment. Very, very slippy coming through this S section though from the drivers there. As we'll just quickly get up tyres there, so very mixed choice of tyres here from the drivers here. So we'll have a quick look at the position changes here. So the top 3 remaining the same. Drac up 2 positions just behind his teammates, so a good start from him. Salty Stevens and Hybrid as well with a good start, 3 positions gained. Bakey Gaming with a good start as well, 4 positions down from the back, so excellent start from the Williams driver there. Yaya unfortunately dropping 4 positions on that race start, so we'll be looking to make some positions there, as Adam the Sweet now getting past Moody, as Moody taking a position back, so wheel to wheel these guys. Now Batman managing to squeeze his way back through, had dropped down early before now. Battling with Moody, sorry, as they go wheel to wheel. A little bit of contact there between the 2 drivers. Really does pull out there. Oh, no, as he comes back for the attack on the inside. As another bit of contact there from the 2 drivers. So these 2 guys struggling. Is that wing damage for the McLaren? It is there. Look, the L left end plate has gone. So he will struggle a lot with that damage there, as he has a bit of contact with Adam the Sweet and goes wide off track. A lot of scrambling between these drivers here on this track as they make contact again, going wheel to wheel. What is going on? Battling hard, these guys. Obviously the McLaren driver struggling with that wing damage. Down now 5 positions, as Salty Stevens now getting a position up onto WBA, who's now under attack from Hybrid as well, as they go wheel to wheel coming through turn 1. A little bit of contact there coming around the corner, both on the wet tyres. So have some of these drivers chose the wrong tyres, as WBA slips back in front coming through the S section as he does go off track. Chaos from tier 2 at this moment in time here, as the strategy's there, wet, so it looks like it's going to be a wet race this entire race, so it could be getting a little fruity throughout this race now, as Hybrid goes a little bit wide there off the track, almost coming back on and hitting WBA. Does manage to stick it out ahead. Who can get the better exit coming out here, as WBA is now under... Oh no, sorry, he wasn't. I thought it was a little bit closer than that, although it does look like William is under pressure from Pax, who is right up behind the driver there. A lot of spray going on as well to sort of... Oh, as Willie has to take avoiding action there, cuts to the inside and does get ahead, but absolute carnage from all of these guys at the moment. I'm not too sure what's going on. I think these wet tyres aren't helping anyone at the moment here, as Woody is still retaining his lead at the moment there. So sitting comfortably now, as now we've got Pax right on the rear of Alex there, looking for the switchback move. Nicely done there as we go wheel to wheel. Pax does manage to get the move ahead, as WBA doesn't want to give it up, fighting it back, putting it very close to the edge there. Unfortunately does have to remain in behind at the moment in time. But Pax, some good defending from him there, as King Luke does get the new fastest lap. A lot going on this race at the moment, so you have to bear with me while I try and keep up with what's going on. I've got Bam now only 2 tenths behind, as Bakey looking to make a move on Alex on the inside. As he does cut to the inside, gets around and gets the move back, but WBA fighting it back. A little bit of contact between the two drivers there, as I believe that was Bakey going off track there. Losing a bit of time there. Lovely little shot of all the cars coming through here, but yeah, a lot of scrambling between these drivers on this track. A lot must be struggling on the tyres, as I know them wets can be quite yeah, quite deadly. Not very helpful on these tracks here. As we've got the closest battle now here, it looks like free range eggs on the back of Bakey, although we'll see what comes through now. Adam the Sweet going a little bit wide there, allowing Bakey to get right up behind him. Is he close enough to make the move, or is he too far behind, as Salty Stevens now getting the move on F1 Hack, him dropping down 4 positions now, so unfortunately he must have had a little bit of an accident there, as Bakey Gaming looking to defend the inside line there, cutting it a little bit across that corner there, and then Adam the Sweet making the move on the inside, getting past the driver. Yep, see it there. The tyres, yeah, there's about half of them on wets, half of them on inter, so it's literally split completely between these drivers here, as Woody now setting the fastest time with a 1:54.1 on them intermediate tyres, so definitely looks like, as King Luke betters it, the intermediate tyres definitely look like the better tyre, so these guys on the wets will be starting to struggle, I reckon. As we cut through, see what's going on. A little bit of a break now, Woody over a second ahead, so he's starting to pull away from the other drivers now, as Moody looking for the move on Bam on the inside. Bam going a little bit wide and losing his back end there, so unable to hold on to that position. So we'll be looking to fight for that back. As look how much the cars are sliding here, it's almost like drifting around this track. So it's no wonder there's been a few scrambles here and there, as we will look towards Moody now, who is right up the back of Pax. Nice and tight around that corner there, but yeah, it's a difficult one. I mean, with all these mixed tyres, it's definitely looking like the intermediate tyres are the better ones, but the pack is still mixed up at this moment in time, so we'll see. We don't know if it's getting wetter or drier at this moment in time, so we'll see later on in the race, as Batman has come into the pits for another set of wet tyres, so we're obviously looking to get that wing damage he had from before repaired. As we now got Moody making the move on Pax, getting a little past, pushing him wide a little bit there. Does get the move, keeps it there. Will Pax be looking to maybe try and get that position back, keep on time, as look how slidey it is there, struggling to keep it on the track. Free range eggs picking up a 3-second time penalty for track limits, which isn't surprising looking at the conditions at the minute here. It's going to be quite an interesting race, as we've got now Bam looking from Moody. No, sorry, it is Bam looking for a move on Pax, cutting to the inside and gets the job done quite easily there. on them intermediate tyres, so looking a lot more grip on them intermediate tyres for this moment in time. As quite a lot of brakes in the packs now at the moment here. Tesco Wheels is only within half a second behind Destroyer Direct, so we'll keep an eye out for making a move with King Luke just in behind as well, as he has a little bit of a slide at the back end, kicking out. Lack of grip for the driver there, so unfortunately for him he has dropped back a little bit now following that. So is Tesco Wheels close enough to make a move on track, looks for the inside, but too far out, decides to not go for it there, but just almost struggling to slow the car down then. Almost into the back, as now we've got free range eggs just 4 tenths behind Adam the Sweet up ahead in that Haas car. Will he be looking to make a move? Not close enough unfortunately for him, as we've got Bakey Gaming now battling it wheel to wheel with WBA as they're coming through these corners now. Intermediates versus wets, as the wets looking like they're better through this sector. We'll see how Bakey Gaming does, as WBA makes a lovely move to get past him there. Will Bakey Gaming be looking to make that position back, as Woody now getting another fastest lap time, 1:52. Bakey Gaming coming to the inside of WBA, pushing him a little bit wide, but both keeping it on track, as WBA braking late and keeping the position, keeping behind. Beautiful defending from there, as Hybrid has come into the pits. So will he be switching for the intermediate tyres, or will he be changing? We will see when he comes out, as we've got Bakey Gaming up behind the back of WBA yet again. So will they look for a move? Let's look at how much lack of grip there is coming through this sector. The cars are almost going sideways coming through here, as Bakey Gaming having to brake a little bit there to avoid going into the back of WBA. I think he lost a little bit of traction coming through there and had to slow down a little bit, but we'll see coming up to the next straight. Look at the cars sliding all over the place. It's just no traction whatsoever. This rain just looks like it's getting heavier and heavier as well. So Hybrid and Adam the Sweet have pitted for intermediate, so they've opted for intermediate. So it must be getting drier, but it still looks like it's absolutely belting it down now, as Bakey Gaming coming right up behind WBA, cutting to the inside to get the move done. Will he be able to make it stick now, as he does get ahead? Bakey Gaming now in front of WBA, back, taking that position back after the move from the last lap, but is now under the pressure from both RB drivers. Will they work together to try and get ahead of Bakey Gaming? We will wait and see, as Woody now just absolutely flying, 5 seconds clear of Stepney Luke on them wet tyres, so definitely looked like the intermediate tyres were the right choice for these guys, as it seems like the guys on the wets are just starting to struggle a bit here now, as the track starts to dry as we get more and more laps around. As we go up to the top here now, King Luke right on the back of Tesco Wheels, right on the back of Drac, as they come through the S sections. As they come through the S's here, look how close these three drivers are. Beautiful driving from these guys here, lovely little shots. Will anyone be looking to make a move here? Nice close driving between these guys, so we'll see how close they are coming straight and see what moves can be made. As the rain just looks like it's getting worse and worse, to be honest. But a few drivers opting to go for the intermediate, so see what happens, as Drac gets an absolutely fantastic exit there on that corner, pulling away from Second Deals. King Luke coming in hot behind. No moves unfortunately for any drivers there, so they will remain in that little 3 at the moment in time. As we've got now Moody losing the position to Bam as they battle wheel to wheel coming through. Moody backing off, letting Bam through. Almost runs into the back of him there, but manages to keep it in control. But will he be looking to make a move back on the Mercedes driver of Bam, as Bam has left the session If someone can get him back in, please, that would be fantastic. I'll see if I can quickly get him in. See if he's at the top somewhere. Bam, 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 bam. Bam. There we go. So send him an invite. We'll get back to the race. So hopefully he can get back in nice and quick. He doesn't lose too much there, but we'll go up to Tesco Deals now, right on the back of Drac here. Almost going into the back of him there, but just missing as King Luke now cuts to the inside to get the position on Tesco Deals. Tesco Deals looking like he was about to get the move done on Drac. But King Luke comes in and says, no, I'm getting the move on you, mate. Absolutely fantastic overtake from King Luke there to get himself up into the 4th position now to attack Drac, as it looks like Tesco Deals is having a little bit of struggle with the tyres, trying to hang on to the back of these guys, so we'll see whether he can get the position back, come to the next straight here, see if he can get the better exit now. So King Luke now on the back of Drac, Tesco Deals at the back of the pack after losing that position, as King Luke looking for a move on the inside, does back out unfortunately, but we'll be looking for another move coming down the straight now. Drac going over to the wet side of the track to try and get some cooling into those tyres, so yeah, definitely struggling even with all this rain. Intermediate tyres are still looking like the better tyre at the moment in time, as Tesco Deals does have to stay in behind, not able to get close enough to get the move back on the Haas driver there. Inters are definitely quicker, yep. Wet tyres are shit on this game, like in real life they're redundant. Yeah, I could definitely agree with that, because look how much these guys are struggling. I mean, the times were pretty close in quali, but ooh, as King Luke almost losing it there, going around the outside of Drac now, will be under pressure of the Ferrari driver behind, looks for the inside, doesn't quite get it, as Tesco Deals now looking for a peek around the outside, can't get the move done, so does have to stay behind for the time being. But King Luke in a little bit of a predicament here, he needs to get past Drac, but he's struggling, which is allowing him to be attacked from the Ferrari from behind. So King Luke looking for around the outside, loses the sight. Oh no, unfortunately for King Luke there, just lost the back end coming around the outside. It was just bumped off Drac. I don't know if that's caused any damage. It looked like there might have been, as Drac's car looks fine and doesn't look like King Luke's got too much damage, so he should be okay to carry on. Yeah, unfortunately for him, trying to make the move around the outside, lost the back end. Ooh, they almost lost it again there. Ended up colliding with Drac and lost him the place back now, as Bam has got back into the race, so hopefully hasn't lost too much, as free range picking himself up the 3 second time penalty. So I believe that is 6 seconds for the driver there. If I'm not wrong, yeah, 6 seconds there, unfortunately for him. As now Tesco Deals looking for a move, possibly around the outside. Drac defending the inside line, going for the defensive line. Manages to keep ahead for the time being, but Tesco Deals pushing for the inside again. As they go wheel to wheel coming around these corners now, can Tesco Deals get the move done? Drac doing a very good job to defend off the Ferrari driver here, as he does get the better exit though coming through, and Tesco Deals now ahead of Drac after struggling to get past before. Now is now ahead, as King Luke now looking to make a move around the outside of Drac as well, and does get past, so definitely starting to struggle on these wet tyres now, as he does come into the pitch. I'm assuming to put on the intermediate tyres, so yep, a lot of these drivers definitely the likes of Steck and Luke might be looking to come into the pits at some point soon to get these intermediate tyres on, because these guys are starting to gain on the drivers ahead. As we've got Bam now getting a position up on Drac. Oh no, sorry, that was Drac because he's in the pits. Ignore that last one. As look how much positions he's lost now. Drac all the way down in 11th, having to switch out tyres. So a little bit of a battle between Hybrid and WBA here. Hybrid cutting to the inside with Jar Jar right behind as well. Makes the move done. Lovely move from Hybrid there to take Yaya on the inside now, under pressure from WBA, who also is going, oh, a little bit of contact there. Yaya having to go off wide so he doesn't hit the other RB driver there. little bit of contact between him as WBA now picks up a 3-second time penalty, which is crazy considering the line that Yaya just took. But yeah, a little bit of contact between the two drivers, forcing Yaya wide, allowing him and his teammates, WBA and his teammates, sorry, through on him. So losing 2 positions there, unfortunately for him. But they do both have time penalties, so as long as he does stick behind him, he will get them positions back. As long as he can stay in nice and close. Willie now only half a second behind Hack, who's just behind the likes of Salty Stevens. So could be another battle going on here. We will keep tabs on now. Stepney Luke has now come into the pits, like I assumed, to get onto them intermediate tyres, as these wets are really starting to struggle, as they probably were at the start, but definitely more so now with the track drying out. I mean, you can see the dry line of the track here, so Bam setting a fastest time now of a 150. So track's definitely starting to dry up now. Will it dry up enough for the slicks, or will it just going to be a wet race? We will have to wait and see, as we've still got 2 drivers still on wet tyres, the likes of Salty Stevens and WBA. Salty Stevens not doing too bad on the hards. He does have the likes of F1K and William, as Willie and F1 Hack going side to side here. The Alpine driver, William, has to hang it back, losing out a position to Bam as well, as they go wheel to wheel, right behind the driver. Willie looking for, Bam almost losing the back end there. Absolute chaotic driving. Good driving, but chaotic. Very interesting to watch as these guys battle on this wet track. Full wet race allegedly, so it's probably going to be this all the way through now. Hack coming up to the back of the Red Bull driver of Salty Stevens. Will he go for a move on the outside? Looking to brake late. Will he go for the switchback? He won't. Salty Stevens defending that well, as now Willie is under attack from Mercedes yet again, as he goes wheel to wheel and takes that position back on F1 Hack. And he does spin out as there's contact between these two. Contact between F1 Hack and Bam. So how much damage have they got as Destroyer Drac? Oh no, sorry, that's Baker Gaming now adding himself into the mix and getting ahead. As yet we see the left end plate of that Mercedes has gone. Is there any damage to F1 Hack? It looks like he's alright, so I think Bam is the only one that has suffered from that, unfortunately. As Salty Stevens is into the pits now to get rid of them wet tyres, so yeah, definitely intermediate time. As Tesco Miodio is also into the pits as well, so interesting now. Willie now up into 3rd position. Starting on the intermediate tyres definitely had one of the better strategies out of these guys. Stepney Luke now back into 4th position, so not too bad for him. But yeah, Bam has opted to stay out. He's going to try and stick it out with that wing damage. He's just going to try and see how far he can go. Maybe he'll wait for his pit window to get it repaired. But yeah, unfortunately for the driver there, it looks like it was a bit of a move from someone else. I think Willie taking the move back on F1 Hack, it caused him to spin, and them two to come together that caused that damage. So hopefully it doesn't impede his race too much now, as F1 Hack right on the back of Baker Gaming. Not a very good exit from Hack there, unfortunately. There, Baker Gaming managing to pull away quite a lot from that corner there. So our closest battle now is currently Moody behind the back of Hybrid. Is he close enough to make a move? Doesn't look like it. Might not be able to get there in time. That's not way too far back to make a move, but he does brake a little bit late to bring him a little bit closer to the driver, so might be looking for a move. Come closer. Come in the next few corners, should I say. As Moody possibly looking for a move around the outside here. Lost a little bit of traction coming out of there, but does manage to keep it in control now. Looking for a move, as it looks like Hybrid's really struggling on these tyres. I mean, Moody's got the much fresher tyres by about 5 laps, but shouldn't be affecting him too much, as Moody almost into the back of Hybrid there. Hybrid really struggling on these, so Moody will have to be careful. He does have his teammate behind him as well, so hopefully they can work together to get past the kick driver as they come around there. A little bit of a slide from Moody there, which ends up losing him a few tenths of a second there towards the back of Hybrid, so unable to make the move, come down that straight, but we will see as they come around the S's now. 2 Red Bull drivers chasing down the kick driver Hybrid. So will they be able to get past and get further down? As Free Range Eggs picking up a 3-second penalty. Is that another one for him? Is that his third? It is his third. Free Range Eggs having a bit of a shocker with the track limits, unfortunately, with the weather, and has picked himself up 3 penalties now. So that is 9 seconds for the driver. So that will definitely impede a lot on his race finish. As we'll come back up to these guys now up at the top. The Destroyer Drac into the back of his teammate, and he's broken his wing. I don't know what's happened there, but he's managed to break his wing on the back of his teammate and get ahead of him. As Hack now, after that bump, has lost out position to his teammate and now to Tesco Meal Deals, as Woody get even quicker and quicker. Which is absolutely crazy, as King Luke actually having a stormer of a race here. He's on 13 lap old intermediates, but he is only within 2.5 seconds of Woody, so managed to catch up. I know that Woody has just boxed as well, but how long can King Luke keep it? It looks like Woody's race, to be honest with you, after what we've seen, but we shall see. Anything can happen from this, as these guys are starting to break up a little bit now. Almost a second between each of the pairs, so not much going on between them now. As we go to Pax now, who is looking for a move on the inside of Adam the Sweet, and does get the move done. Adam the Sweet, excuse me, looking to fight it back. Unfortunately, loses the back end, and unfortunately can't fight that position back. So Pax on the inside does get the move done and gets past him nice and easily. Will Adam the Sweet be able to catch back up and possibly take that position back, or battle it out? We shall wait and see now, as we cut up to Tesco Meal Deals, who's got back up to the back of Drac. I don't think he's close enough to make a move at the moment, so he'll have to stay in behind, as Drac is now up the back of Bakey Gaming as well. So we're going to have a little battle on our mitts, it looks like, coming these next few laps. There's been a lot going on this race, with it being so wet. Halfway through now. Take a little drink break, as Woody just absolutely flying quicker and quicker as the track's drying out now. So he will be happy with that, as King Luke now into the pits to switch out. I think he might end up dropping up behind a few drivers here. We shall see, as something has happened to Will. Oh, he's coming to the pits. He's coming to the pits as well, so a few drivers into the pits. Halfway now, so onto the intermediates to finish this race off. 3-second time penalty for Pax, unfortunately for him, as we've got these guys now nice and close between each other. We'll see what happens. As we've got a lovely little helicopter shot there from the game there. Nice little shot of these drivers racing through nice and close. Tesco Meal Deals keeping it a lot closer to Drac than Drac is to King Luke, so Drac could potentially be under pressure coming to the main straight of an attack from Tesco Meal Deals. We'll see how good of an exit he can get coming out of this corner now, as it looks like King Luke's got a very nice exit there, but Drac also getting a nice one as well, pulling away from the Ferrari driver, so no moves to be made coming down this main straight here. Yeah, no, they'll all remain in the positions at the moment. So we'll cut to Bam. Is he close enough to get a move on Yaya? Was within 4 attempts coming through this corner, so is he close enough to make a move? He's gaining. Will he look for a move on the inside? Has a little sneak peek, but does back out of that. Clever. Not clever. Well, smart move from him not to attack there. Could have ended in chaos, but looking a lot quicker than on these fresh tyres compared to Yaya, so we'll definitely be looking for a move very, very soon within the next few corners, you would probably assume. As Yaya does have his teammate just behind Bam, but unfortunately at the minute not in a position to be able to help him out here, so we'll see as we come round the last corner now. Bam having a little bit of a wobble there, but managing to keep it in control. Nice and close up behind the back. Has a little bit of a wobble again coming out of there, but is he close enough to make a move? It does look like he's got the grip and the pace to be able to make the move as he cuts to the inside. And yeah, with them fresher tyres, makes the move nice and done. Although Yaya almost looking like he was going to go for a switchback there, but unfortunately couldn't get the move done and does have to stay in behind Bam. So Bam getting that place, putting himself up into 12th position. Bloody on another level again today. Leclerc mode activated. Yeah, absolutely flying. He's completely left everyone. I think Stepney Luke probably ruined his chances, starting on the wets. So Woody's just been able to just pull away. But yeah, still fantastic from Woody there, just unmatchable today. So let's cut to Tescamillos now, who's still on the back of Drac as WBA picking himself up a 3-second time penalty, unfortunately for him. So that will probably impede on his race with him being all the way at the back as well, unfortunately for him. I'll put the move down inside of you, Mr. Fox. Well, that would be absolutely lovely. I would love that very, very much, except for the fact that I'm not fast enough to be on the same track as you. So there is that problem. You just have to do it in person. Turns into centre when there's even a slight bit of moisture. Well, we do know Woody likes it wet, so he's here thriving. Buzz Lightyear will be happy. As Willie now making a move on Hybrid. Oh no, Hybrid is in the pits, I do apologise. So, as Yaya comes into the pits as well. So they'll be swapping for the intermediate tyres to go to the end. Go back to Tescamillos now, who's just 2 temps behind the back of Drac as they're coming through the dodgy little S section here. Coming down to the main straight, is Tescamillos close enough to get the move done? We'll have to see how good of an exit he comes after this hairpin. If he gets a good exit here, you should be able to get the position. You should be able to get the position on the Alpine driver there. Although Drac does look like he gets a good exit there. Does Tescamillos have the pace to get past? As Drac taking the defensive line there, Tescamillos looking for the outside. Will he look for the switchback? He does. And he comes round. Was he go wheel to wheel now as Drac managing to get the better exit again, just keeping it ahead of the driver. Tescamillos fighting for it, trying to get past this Alpine desperately. Hopefully not too desperate as he cuts to the inside, and a little bit of contact between the 2 drivers there. Woody now with another fastest lap time, just enjoying himself out on his leisurely stroll. He's basically just doing practice laps at this point, but yes. Tescamillos fighting it out now with Drac. Hopefully not pushing too difficult, as hopefully he won't be pushing too hard, as he doesn't want to make it difficult for himself and cause a collision. As he is losing a bit of time now to the back of him. It's almost like Drac's got a little bit of breathing room now before the next attack coming from Tescamillos, who's desperately trying to get past as Moody now. Oh dear. Oh dear. A little bit of a slide from the 2, but it looks like F1 Hackers damaged his wing on the back of Moody. I don't know who was at fault for that. Whether Moody's gone for a bit of a dangerous move and caused it, or whether Hacks there tried a bit too desperately to keep the position and gone into the back of him. I'm not sure. Be one for the stewards to have a look at, but yeah, as we've got now Salty Stevens right on the back of the Alpine driver with that wing damage. He's definitely going to have the advantage on them newer tyres, and with the wing damage as well, as he almost gives himself wing damage going into the back of the Alpine driver. So just have to be a little bit more patient from Salty Stevens there. He's going to get past with his fresher tyres and without the damage as well. He just needs to be patient with it, as he does look like he is gaining now. He looks for the inside, as well as William also having a sniff there as well, it looked like, but does back out. Salty Stevens making the move there, done on the Alpine driver, struggling with them all the tyres and the wing damage now. He's going to have to try and damage limitate as much as possible, as he doesn't want to lose out too much, as Willie cut into the inside there, getting the move done nice and easy, knowing that the driver in front has got all tyres and damage. Just slings it in and gets in front, so lovely move there from Willie. As we will look to Batman picking up a 3-second time penalty, unfortunately for him. Not a great race going for him at the moment there, 38 seconds behind, 17th position, and also time penalty as well, so he's not having the greatest day now. As we come back to Tesco, who is right on the back of Drac, will he be able to get ahead coming through the S section? He'll be definitely looking for a move again. He's nice and close, same as last time, setting himself up for that main straight to try and make a move again. We shall see if he can get ahead this time, as Drac looked like he had a little bit of a slide there with them tyres, but still managing to keep ahead. As we come down towards the hairpin before the main straight, we'll see how close Tesco Deals can get, how good of an exit he can get, see if he can get the move done this time. As we come round now, Drac with a much better exit again, pulling away a little bit, but it does look like Tesco Deals does have the advantage of that straight line speed. Excuse me, sorry. But not close enough to make a move, as he does struggle to slow the car down a bit there and almost goes into the back of him. As we cut to Willie, who unfortunately on the back of Salty Stevens just doesn't have the pace to get ahead this time round. So our three closest battles at the moment, we've got our Tesco Meal Deals and Drac for 4th position, Salty Stevens and Willie for 7th, and Paxton Hybrid for 12th at the moment. The rest of the pack is actually quite split out at the moment now, quite a few seconds separating quite a few of these guys at the moment in time. Oh, we do have Bam and Bakey as well, looking battling out for P10, but the closest battle at the moment we've got is going to be Tesco Meal Deals on the back of Drac again, breaking a little bit late, almost getting to the back of him now, but excuse them, last to play. Batman is only struggling because he is spending all of his time buried in revision for his exams. He should just fail the exams for the badge. Agreed. Come on, Batman. Well, Willie's currently up in 8th position, so he must not be revising at the minute. He's not doing too bad. Not doing too bad. Just have a little break because my throat's killing me from the first few laps. It's been pretty crazy. As Tesco Meal Deals there, breaking a little bit late, but manages to keep it in control and not going to the back of Drac, so good job by him. On this episode of Woody and the TC Bandits. Well, Woody's just enjoying himself there, almost 18, 20, getting up to 20 seconds ahead of Stepney Luke in second. Just out here on his own. He's probably bored. Probably bored. As we've got King Luke now on the back of Stepney Luke, so Another little battle now as King Luke has caught up to the back of Stepney Luke. He does have them fresher tyres as well, so will he be looking to make a move to get past the driver? Very, very shortly we shall hold on and see. Now King Luke having an absolutely phenomenal race today. Where did he start? I can't remember which one it is. This one. 4 places up, so he did start down in 7th. Has managed to get himself up onto the podium in a minute, so he's having a fantastic race. He was having a great battle with the other guys earlier as well. Moody, absolutely phenomenal race as well there. 9 positions up, putting himself into 6th position, so absolutely flying. I think he started right at the back there, so I was potentially going to look at giving it to King Luke, but as he cuts to the inside, speaking of, to get past Luke Stepney as he go wheel to wheel coming through this. Stepney Luke fighting it back, keeping it, as King Luke looking for this switch back to get past, loses the back end a little bit, manages to keep it in control and stick with him. Nice and wide, looking for a switch back again, does unfortunately have to stick in behind, but he's definitely got the better exit coming out of here. With them fresher tyres, King Luke is absolutely flying as he takes the inside line and gets past Stepney Luke. Fantastic move from him there, absolutely amazing from the Haas driver there, as Stepney Luke has a little bit of wobble, trying to chase him down. Stepney Luke is not going to be happy with that one, losing that position, but absolutely great racing from the two. King Luke, beautiful move. Good, I hope he is only one. Hold on. Holy throttle noise. Jack is doing an awesome job with that wing, he is. Good, I hope he is only once running sod all assists, he deserves it. Up the Twingo. Says P. That's Tesco Meodale's now still battling the back of the track. Did Jack have... Oh, he does have... Yeah, he does, I do remember. He does have the wing damage, so yeah, he's doing very nice job to keep the likes of Tesco Meodale's behind, who has all of his wings. So, lovely move from there. King Luke now pulling over a second away from Stepney Luke, so Stepney Luke is going to have to settle with 3rd position, unfortunately for him, unless a miracle happens. As we go down now, as we got Willie right on the back of Salty Stevens. Is he close enough to make a move come down this straight? Salty Stevens taking the defensive line. Will Willie be looking for a move around the outside? Come at the end of this corner, he does look for the move. Can he get it done? Switch back. Beautiful switch back there from Willie to get wheel to wheel with Salty Stevens here. And he keeps it ahead, taking that defensive line, keeping that guy behind. But Salty Stevens not looking to give it up too easy, is looking for a fight back. Ooh! As he almost loses it and goes into the back of the Ferrari driver. Almost pushing it a bit too hard there, trying to get the position back. But Willie with an absolutely beautiful switch back there to get ahead of Salty Stevens there. King Luke now absolutely flying with a new fastest lap time. So yeah, absolutely flying there, King Luke, on them new tyres. Beautiful. As we'll cut down now to Bakey, who's looking like he could be looking on the move on the other Alpine driver of F1 Hack. Braking late. Getting a much better angle on the apex there, so will he be able to get past the Alpine driver, as he is also under pressure from the Mercedes driver from behind. As Bakey Gaming was looking to go for the inside, but does not hold it in behind at the moment in time. Bam, also nice and close at the rear. Here we go. Lovely little view there again. Salty Stevens picking himself up another 3-second time penalty, so is that 12 seconds for him? Oh no, sorry, it was free range eggs that had the had them. Salty Stevens got 6 though, he does have 6. So a lot of drivers struggling on these wet conditions. As we got now this little train going down this main straight. Is anyone close enough to make a move as F1 Hack takes a defensive line and then comes back across. Bam, looking towards the inside, braking later, trying to keep him out. Wheel to wheel coming through that corner there. F1 Hack managing just to keep ahead of the driver as he cuts around the outside. Gets around Baker Gaming. Absolutely flying here. And he gets the move done there. Nice and easy for Baker Gaming there, making the move on BAM. F1 Hack losing a few positions there. I think he lost 2 positions out of there to Baker Gaming and to BAM there, as now Hybrid has decided he wants a piece of the action and has joined in, making this little battle, 4-way battle for P9. Little train going on here with Baker Gaming leading the pack after that beautiful overtake on BAM. As here they come now, that is Iron Batman in the background there, but he is a lot behind unfortunately for him. He's just come in to get some nice fresh tyres just to finish this race nice and easy. But come down now to the main straight. A little bit of a break between these two now. We've got a little 2x2 split. Coming down this main straight. Is BAM close enough behind Bakey to get the move done? And will Hybrid be looking for a move on Pack? We will see. As oh yeah, Hybrid looking like he's going wheel to wheel with Hack there, taking the inside line, keeping him behind as Hack there looking for a switchback, but doesn't unfortunately get the move done. Does have to stay behind, so Hybrid getting himself up into 11th place. Nice and easy down that main straight now. BAM on the back of Baker Gaming. Still finding out, not close enough to make the move as of yet. But we shall see what happens. There's a little bit wide going through that corner there, but we'll see if he's close enough now. As Baker getting much better exit there, so BAM not going to be able to have a chance to get past now, as F1 Hack is falling back a bit, and my TV is trying to turn off. What a perfect time for that. So now I need to try and find my TV remote. No, we don't want to go on standby. We're in the middle of something. As we go up to Tesco Meal Deals now, right on the back of Drac yet again. Looks like he's closest that he's been for a few laps now, so is he close enough to make a move? As he does get a good exit coming out there, but Drac with a much better exit there, but was Tesco Meal Deals close enough to make a move? As he does look like Drac is just pulling away at this point, so potentially not. As Moody and Tesco Meal Deals, his teammate, has now caught up, making this another 4-way battle. So we've got this 4-way battle here, and just behind we've got this 4-way battle. Oh, we did. Hybrid sort of, Hack has fell off unfortunately, so it's just a 3-way battle between these guys now. But we've got a little 4-way battle here, a little 3-way battle here, so plenty can change come these last 2 laps of the race. As these 4 now coming down the main straight. Looks like Moody was peeking for a move on the Ferrari driver there, but does stay behind for the time being. BAM almost losing the back end there. I thought he was going for a move there, but I think his back end just kicked out then. Managing to keep it in control though. Hybrid started to fall back a little bit from the pack, but is still keeping within reaching touch of the guys. So we will come back up to these guys here now. Tesco Meal Deals right on the back of Drac once again. As we've got here William now looking for a move on Moody, cutting to the inside. There's a wheel to wheel, little bit of contact there made. As Willie looking like he's getting the better exit to get ahead of the Red Bull. So move there done, but will Moody be looking for a move back on the Ferrari driver? As he looks to the outside, almost going off track there, looking for a switchback, does have to pull out unfortunately, as almost, does he almost lose it there, or is he just going for the, I don't know what happened there. But Willie managing to get the move back on Willie getting the move done on Moody. I'm getting my words all twisted now. Yeah, Willie getting the move done on Moody, getting that position. And now we'll be looking to catch up to his teammate to help try and get them both past the Alpine of Drac, who has done a fantastic job to keep Tesco Meadows behind, even with that wing damage there, with that left end plate completely gone. He's done a fantastic job to keep the likes of Tesco Meadows behind him. As this rain hasn't really gone away. It's just been absolutely pouring it down this entire race, so props to the drivers for no DNFs, because that is some good doing as coming through the S sections now here. Absolutely flying. Is Tesco Meadows close enough to make a move on Drac this time round? I mean, it looks like he's been close enough each time, but Drac has just had the upper hand. Just managed to keep him behind every lap after lap. So fantastic from Drac there as well. As we come now to the main straight, KL39 picking himself up another 3-second penalty. So we'll see the two Ferraris now hunting down the Alpine of Drac. Are either of them close enough? It doesn't look like it. Drac yet again just pulling away too much from these guys. Moody too far back to look for a move either. So this little train just continues on and on. Absolutely phenomenal defending from Drac this race. As we now start the final lap of the race, Woody ahead by 6 seconds. King Luke has done a phenomenal job to manage to cut down that time, because Woody was miles ahead. I don't know whether Woody's just been chilling or just been having a snooze or what, but he's not really needed to do much this race, has he? He's not got much screen time, as he's just been ahead. He's just been in first, had no issues, just kept it calm and collective the whole race. As he almost bins it there, saying that, almost commentator's curse, killing Woody then. As he comes around, almost completely sends it on the corner there. But yeah, no, he's had a fantastic race. Just absolutely dominated from pole position in qualifying to just really struggling on them tyres though. So that might be why King Luke has caught up so much. Looks like he's really struggling. He's fighting that car. Just one more lap left for him. What a twisted bit of fate this would be if King Luke manages to catch him and win. As looks like they're all struggling, to be fair. King Luke looking like he's fighting that car as well. So we come now back, picking himself another 3-second penalty, so that will impede him now as we come. Woody comes around the last corner now. I can't see where he is with that timing, but there, Woody crosses the line to win the race. King Luke picking up a fastest lap as well. So fantastic from him. 10 seconds penalty for Pax as he... What's he doing on the last lap? How's he managed that? Stepney Luke crossing the line to finish in 3rd place for him. So good drive from Stepney Luke. Unfortunately for him, King Luke just managed to get ahead of him now as Drac crosses the line. Sorry. Drac crosses the line, managing to stay ahead of the two Ferraris there, William keeping Moody behind, finishing behind his teammate to put himself in 6th place. Moody in 7th with his teammate in just behind in 8th. Bakey Gaming 9th. Hybrid in 10th. Bam finishing 11th. As we've got Hack now coming to cross the line here. We'll see where he finishes with the penalties. Still remains ahead of Free Range Eggs. Adam the Sweet coming around now. Crosses the line, finishing in 14th. Next we've got Pax and the two Aston Martins off Pax and Yaya. We'll see where they finish now. Pax crossing the line with that time penalty. Will his teammate actually get ahead of him? We shall see as they cross the line. And Yaya does get ahead of his teammate there because of penalties. And then KL to finish in 17th. And Batman to finish off there. But absolutely fantastic race there from the guys there. Woody, fantastic win there for the Kick Sauber drivers as he celebrates there. Beautiful win from Woody to take the victory at COTA Texas Grand Prix. With King Luke 2nd place, absolutely phenomenal drive from him. Driver of the day for me, personally. Just been a fantastic race. He's battling and just his pure pace as well to get past Stepney Luke and just leave him behind as well. But Stepney Luke had a good race as well, so deserves that podium position as well. But there you have it. Race winner Woody. King Luke with the fastest lap, getting himself in 2nd place as well. Driver of the day. I mean, Moody did have a fantastic race as well, but I will be giving the driver of the day to King Luke. Most overtakes from Moody as well, so he still had a fantastic race as well, to be fair. But that is your finishing lineup for Tier 2. Go to the race director and get all the incidents. Yeah, that's quite a lot. Jesus. Right, that's your race director. But yeah, fantastic race from Tier 2. And next week, we will just see, yep, GG's everyone says Yaya Dirac should get driver of the day. No. He did have a really good race, but King Luke had, in my personal opinion, just had a better one. There was quite a few drivers there that had good races. But yeah, I'll be giving that to King Luke. I could have given it to quite a few, to be fair, but for me, King Luke just did a really good job today to get himself up into P2. So, but yes, that is your round 9 for Tier 2, and we will be back tomorrow with Tier 3, who are racing at, I believe, let me just double check. So we've got, let's have a look. Yeah, so Tier 2 next Tuesday is going to be Abu Dhabi, so that's going to be a very interesting race for the guys. And then Tier 3 tomorrow is going to be Monza. And then Tier 1 next Monday, they've got Silverstone, so that should be a very interesting race. So, I'll see everyone tomorrow for Tier 3 at, where did I just say? At Monza, sorry, yeah. So, I'll see you tomorrow for Tier 3, Monza.